Renaissance. After the fall of Rome about 1,000 years before, massive amounts of ancient knowledge of antiquity was lost. There was still some classical works that were intact, however. It was mostly held by the Islamic civilization. A lot of this ancient intellectual literature was added onto by the Arab, Iranian, and Turkic Muslims all throughout Europe's Dark Ages. The Islamic Golden Age was the successor to classical antiquity. The Muslims discovered new types of math, philosophy, and science. In the late 1300s, the Venetians created a maritime trading kingdom and traded with the Ottoman Empire. The Italians finally recovered all of this ancient and medieval knowledge and built beautiful cities and went into an artistic golden age. But this golden age was mostly during the 1400s. It wouldn't be until the end of the 1400s and the beginning of the 1500s when the Renaissance would spread all throughout the rest of Europe, including Germany. Germany, along with several other countries in northwestern Europe, had small groups of people who began questioning the doctrines of traditional Christianity and studied other more esoteric forms of spirituality. This was the advent of occultism and Hermeticism in Renaissance Europe. There was much more Renaissance architecture being built at this time, where it was inspired by the ancient Romans and Muslims' arabesque architecture. And finally, the art becomes a lot more sophisticated. And eventually, feudalism starts to die out as more and more peasants from the countryside begin to migrate into the urban cities. Feudalism would slowly die out and be replaced by a form of early mercantilism.